Good luck, have fun. It's starting, guys. First round out of 5 on this first map called Hiroshima. And we are with Acid, which is not leading the pack at the moment due to not an optimal start. And now he's going for the right trick here on the ramp, getting a very good SD. So he's getting into second spot behind Josh, but Josh gaming as well in his very first round on this map. But let's actually have a look at can I actually, wait a second, can I watch like this? Yeah, I can watch like this. Beautiful. Moose here, a bit in the mud. Seems to have make some mistake. Oh no, now we got Doomsday and Shadox, by the way, which are trying. Oh my goodness, sorry. Shouldn't happen. Sorry guys, I clicked on the link because Doomsday is a link. Ah! Okay. Doomsday man coming back on Shadox a bit, but acidgurke leading the pack by 4 with a 0.3 difference, followed by Moose, Josh. Joshua had a very good start, but not a good ending apparently. Shadox very close as well, and Doomsday here being on 5th in this first round, so it's not going to be the best point for him. Points, it's 10, 6, 4, 3, and 1? I know, we can see it here. 10, 6, 4, 3, and 2, okay. To first to 5, actually. So, acidgurke here with a pretty good start, getting his first 10 points. But now Doomsday showing us a good start. Click on, actually, yes, next. Kid is playing, no, he's not playing actually, no. Ted is playing. Crazy, very strange as well because he played, he played the 3 maps this week and he has 6 times. No clue why he's not playing. Which room? Our room did lose a player, kiddo. A 3rd. Malakov didn't show up. Doomsday here again, playing with a 0.2 difference to Shadox. Shadox now somehow gaming pretty nicely. Shadox, which, by the way, got his spot into the group phase thanks to oXre. oXre did qualify. Shadox didn't qualify, but he got his spot because oXre went to badge. Shadox now gaming in 2nd spot after 2 rounds, starting a 3rd rounds now, and we stay with him actually. Doomsday now seems to have a good start. Have to stop a bit the SD because otherwise he would have crashed into the loop. But Shadox here somehow being very decent now. I mean, sorry to be honest, like I don't know Shadox, but from the qualification, I would have said he's not very experienced, but somehow he is. acidgurke and Moose actually having a very nice fight. Let's have a look at those 2 legends here in the front, driving both for shift here. So teammates basically, but not in the Dead Game Cup, right? Moose here with a very, very good run. Acid trying to get a nicely tube SD. Didn't got it too well in my opinion, but Moose just driving away with a 0.13 difference. Moose going for a very wide SD in the ending. acidgurke a bit of an overdrift, but Moose here finishing 1st with a very, very good time. A 50.3. What the fuck? I think this was his PB. Nice time. Oof. This was his PB as Daidymania. Freaking play. Oh. So Moose here showing he's actually made of full speed. Full speed material. acidgurke not having the best line, going very wide here on the first SD. I think he missed a bit of the angle, but now coming back because his SDs are a bit better than his opponents. And Moosedale in the first, but now in the mud because acidgurke having way more speed out of very good SDs and good transitions. So have a look at the back here. Doomsday crashed out in the very moment I click his name. It wasn't my mistake though, he crashed already. Shadox, by the way, getting back at Moose. Moose, I think, made a mistake. Has to I think he had to make a mistake here. Otherwise he would be 2nd, but maybe coming back a bit in the ending. Sniping Shadox on the very first. No, it's not going to be a snipe. acidgurke with a 0.4, which is a decent time, followed by Shadox. And 2 people made a mistake, right? We got a Doomsday and Josh not finishing. So not getting points. This is painful AF. Moose and acidgurke now with a points lead, but Shadox following very close with 22 points here. But acidgurke with a pretty decent lead, 32 out of 80 points you have to get finalized, right? Well, Moose going very risky on the loop, but he missed the exit SD. And now Josh flying away. Shadox and Doomsday as well. acidgurke, I think, made a mistake. Yes, he made a mistake. He's far behind, but he's still able to finish, which is guaranteeing some points at least. And Moose as well here, a bit in the mud. Josh having a better pace, but he didn't finish the last round, so he has to push to get points. Oh, and Shadox did a bit of a mistake, I think. He's losing. Well, he had a clip somehow. And Moose is coming back on Doomsday. And also on Josh. Oh my goodness, is Moose going to snipe more Josh? Because... no. It's not going to be a snipe. But he came back and finishing second. That grants him as well a good amount of points. 6 points compared to 10 from Josh. And we get our 5th round, by the way, on the first map. Now we change map, and they are 45 seconds of warm-up again. It's Colibri, the last map we haven't seen so far. Absolutely, Spooky. I agree. So let me tell you some details about those drivers, by the way, guys. acidgurke is a very, very... loyal Fullspeed gamer actually in TrackMania. He played TMNF with me back then as well. He played TM2. He's playing TM 2020, and oh god, guys, he actually became very, very good at the style. He is one of the best top 10, maybe not top 5 active Fullspeed drivers in the scene, by the way. And as I'm saying this, he's clipping, by the way, there in front of Moose, but we don't care. It's just a warm-up. So you can expect a lot of him. And Moose is someone which I started to know in TM 2020. I wasn't aware of Moose. I think he played TM2, maybe even a bit of TMNF. I'm not sure at the point, but since I know him, he's actually a team member of me as well here in Shift. And he as well, he's making huge progression. As we have seen also on the first map, he is able to compete here against someone like Acid and Josh. Josh is... one of the youngest members in the Fullspeed community, or in the let's say upcoming pro scene of Fullspeed. I mean, Josh actually learned Fullspeed in a bit less than some month, and he's already playing against the best of the best. He's not the most consistent one yet because he has not a lot of competition experience, but he can drive fast, and he's proving that in TM 2020 each day. So Josh, one of the most promising drivers of Fullspeed in the future. Yep. By the way, that's our first live round on the second map. As you can see, that's another very SD heavy map, but it's a beautiful one, a very flowy one. And Moose here finishing after Josh in second spot, followed by Shadox. No, sorry. Followed by acidgurke, was it right? So acidgurke, by the way, still on a point lead with 38 points, but followed very closely by Moose with 35 points, 3 points difference, 7 points difference to Josh afterwards. And Shadox here also trying to somewhat survive against Josh and Moose with a total of 8-point difference. But Doomsday seems to be in the mud, and Moose now making a huge mistake. You cannot respawn in this game in the competition, so he will not be able to get points here. So let's actually stay with Shadox, which is pretty close in the pack here. But now people are driving a bit away because they just have a bit of a better line. And Josh actually splitting the SD in the uphill. Interesting to see that. But the question is, will he stay now in front of acidgurke with that speed he has? Let's actually change our point of view here. And no, acidgurke having a pretty decent line as well. But Josh as well did a very good tube SD, and now he's flying away again. acidgurke though trying to get his first spot. And the 10 points you can get out of it, but I think it won't be enough. Josh in first again. And Moose not getting points at all. This is painful in such a format. This is really painful. Yes, they do play all 3 maps, Nippon. Every 5 rounds, it changed. So we had a switch in the field. Josh now back in second place, by the way, point-wise. acidgurke still in the lead with 6 points. But yeah, they have to reach 80 points. To get the finalist right, and then finish once first, which is also pretty difficult to reach against a stack lobby. But it seems that Josh can compete as well against Moose and acidgurke. acidgurke though here now actually giving everything he can. Let's actually have a look at Moose, which is following Josh actually. No, sorry, we have to see this fight here because this is so freaking close. Josh sniped Acid, going for a very good airtime improvement line. And look at Josh finishing for the 3rd time in a row. First, followed by acidgurke. A good run between those players. What a fight, dude. 41 of 1,000 difference.
Borg.
Oof. So Josh gathering a lot of points. And Josh about to overtake Acid if it continues like this. I think Josh, that's his best map.
Borg.
Jesus. So Josh showing consistency now, not as on the first map. And you can... Never mind. I mean, seriously, he finished 3 times first. At some point, you have to do a mistake. That was sick. Back on track with Acid, which is going very risky. Clipped a bit because we have bugs in this game and not as on the beautiful Champ 2020. But Acid, by the way, still in first here. It doesn't seem to bother him too much doing a mistake. So we have a look at Doomsday, which is following Acid here on second with a 0.1 difference now. And I think the lead will increase between those two. And Shadox, by the way, getting further away on that top 3 position, point-wise. So acidgurke, by the way, driving the best time we have seen so far. A nice time. I was a decent 0.4 here. Decent time. True, Octa, true. You can clip without losing speed, that's true. So we are with the man, which having less points than everyone else here in this group, with Mr. Doomer, which is always, you know, underestimating himself, without a reason actually. Maybe with some reason. Josh, are you clipping as well? I don't think so, right? Yeah, I always when I try to say something nice about someone, I'm singeing. That was what. I mean, I hope you muted the stream, right? Just mute the fucking cast if you're playing here. Jesus. Oh, yeah, but Moose actually about to finish first for the very first time now. And grabbing those 10 points. He has to grab those 10 points because acidgurke is very close, by the way, to get 80 points. He is missing 14 points, but we are switching the next map, Nane, again. So we are on the qualification map, guys, and I swear to God, this is by far the most difficult map out of those 3 maps. So they have to find a way now to stay somewhat safe, somewhat on the route, but also somewhat quick, right? Somewhat fast. Get those points. So and that's actually something which is crucial to be able to do in competition. That counts for every TrackMania game. If you do competitions in rounds where time attack doesn't matter, where rounds matters, right, and points matter, so you have to find lines which are fast, but at the same time safe. Not too much risk, okay? You always have to risk a bit if you're competing against the best of the best, but that's a crucial mental thing you have to achieve when you're playing competitions. End of warm-up, 5 rounds are starting, let's go. Acidgurke, by the way, leading with 14 points, which is pretty sick. But then Moose and Josh are very stacked, and as we know, only the best 2 of every 4 of those 4 matches are continuing into the semifinals. Josh here with a pretty decent start. But Moose as well. And Moose knowing that he has to take some risk, by the way, in order to get that 2nd place. I think overtaking acidgurke at that point is quite impossible. Because Acid is not someone which is... Oh, sorry guys. Which is going... Wait a second, no. Josh out, by the way, he clipped. Maybe he can finish and grab some points, but I think we don't have a lot of seconds as soon as the first one hit the finish to grab points. But Moose here with a very good lead, and Acid having not his best round, but Moose somehow PBing on every map, or what? Okay, it wasn't good times, to be honest. It's okay times, but it's more than a second behind WR. But still, Moose managed to finish first, and this is giving him a lot of points, important points. So now we overtook Josh again. Second round on this 3rd map. Acidgurke again, not first in the start section, but having a very good line. You look at the speed he can actually gather out of this transition, having a very good line into the wall. Wow! That's actually good. So, let's have a look at him, how he's starting. Wait a second, Josh. Wow, Josh did something. I think it was just a good SD there. Better than Acid. keeping his first spot. Oh, having a better line than Acid here overall. But Acid, what the hell is happening in this game, man? It looked, to me, Josh's line looked better. But look at the physics are so different somehow. Acid just gaming. But it's so close with Josh, actually. Josh, which is in second here. Yep. Following Acid very close. Oh my god, about to snipe him, but no, it's not a snipe. But look at how close they're finishing with decent times as well. Wow, good round here. Yep, and nice times as well. Sub 1 minute 1. And acidgurke is finalist, ladies and gentlemen. So acidgurke has to win another round. Okay, so acidgurke now able to save his semi-final spot if he can finish first. And so far it's looking good. So far it's looking good. Yep, and he's going. Oh, that wasn't the best line. That wasn't a good line in the wall, but he can actually. No, I think it's a bit of a less speed than others, but he's going risky. He's going risky now. Oh, he risked at the wall very, very much to keep up his speed, but Josh still having slightly bit more speed. Hello, Lynn. Good evening. So Josh might be able to snipe him and actually deny him. Oh my goodness! Yep, Josh about to deny Acid the win here. Josh is apparently not finished with Acid here, but Acid, by the way, following Josh only by 76 of 1,000, but I think this is not enough. No, Josh has a very good ending, and look at Josh driving a PB here, by the way. Wow. Nice time, good draw as well. That's a PB by Josh, yep. So Josh going all in to deny acidgurke a first spot in the semi-final. Josh and Moose here, by the way, 2 points difference, 66 and 68, as we can see here on top right. 2 points of a difference, so they, I mean, acidgurke has a good lead. He's still on a very safe spot if he can manage to finish first. But you know, his opponents are not no one. As we know, Josh and Moose can game a lot. And Josh again with an insanely good run. Let's have a look a bit back here. Moose overtaking Josh now though, but acidgurke coming out of nowhere, dude. Oh my god, sniping Josh and Moose in the end section of the map. So Acid about to get his spot. Acid deserved because he played most consistent so far, point wise. Acid with a... No, wait a second, Moose. No, it won't be an overtake. No chance. And yup. GG, Acid. Acid getting a semi-final spot. Now it's only the question if Josh or Moose are about to win, because Shadox and Doomsday are just too far away point-wise, to be honest, to get a spot. So Acid here, out of the field, grabbing first place. And Moose and Josh now here going into, basically going into a 1v1. Because they have the same amount of points, 72 points, right? Whoever finishes first this round will be finalist, and the second place with 6 points will still be a bit in the mud. But this is finalist mode, right? Every mistake is crucial, and Josh here overtaking Moose due to a better wall transition before the last wall here. But Moose fighting back with a decent line, good as these. Well, a bit of a tactical overdrift here to survive. Josh grabbing, of course, this opportunity to stay in the lead. Oh, but Mosh actually going all in. Is this going to be a snipe of Moose? In the very... Oh my god, that's not... Oh my god, 2 of 1,000. What the fuck, Moose? Finalist. Oh my goodness. Woo. Holy, 2 of 1,000. What a nutty snipe. Okay, this is... Wow. Wow. But map is changing. Back to map 1. Dude, are you serious? Such a snipe is illegal. You shouldn't do that, man. You shouldn't do that. Dude, that's... Wow. So, Doomsday, I think, has accepted his fate. I'm not quite sure about Shadox, by the way. But I think he is as well. But I mean, Moose has to win this first life round. This is warm-up still. 13 seconds to go. His faith. Not fate. Exactly. I'm just waiting that it's over, to be honest. He's responding in-game chat. Okay, first life round. The question is Moose about to get into semi-final, or will Josh deny him the win? I mean, the pressure, guys, is real. Believe me, in such a situation, the pressure is freaking real, because you know exactly that Josh is no one you have to underestimate, and you are one round away of getting that safe spot. But apparently Moose troubles to work with that pressure, because he made a mistake in the start. As we can see, he is a point 2 behind Josh and Shadox, which are competing. But Josh here about to get as well finalist. It means that the next round will be crucial for both of them. We will see both players going nearly all in, actually. Moose actually with a tiny comeback, but this is still a 0.3 difference. And Josh PBing again. Oh my god. Josh going crazy. Okay, Josh got finalists as well. Ladies and gentlemen, good luck, actually. Believe me, guys, you don't want to be in such a situation. The pressure is unreal. I mean, you know, this is just a fun cup. There's on to win, which is very nice. But playing in a TMNF or TMGL format, I mean TMGL or TMVT format, that's just a different one. And Moose surviving because he didn't start the SD, but he tried to. So Josh a bit in a better pace now, because Moose had to avoid speed drifting there in order to not clip the CP. Josh going very wide, and Moose actually doing a lot of mistakes now. This is not looking good for Moose. Josh actually getting everything done you have to achieve here in order to get a good time. Even Shadox now getting Moose, but I think this is over. We have our semi-finalists here with Josh and acidgurke. GG's, although, to Moose, Shadox and Doomsday as well. This lobby was stacked. So we got actually our match 3 here done. So let's have a look at the point table. GG's. Josh really fighting back. And proving that he is also improving in consistency. So we actually have our winners almost everywhere. Match 2 is missing, but we got Kirill and Dave going into semi-final, by the way, out of those 6 people. So Dave and Kirill managed to beat Purple, Math, Devos, and Samzim. Room 4, how is it looking there? We got Leguit and Chroma as expecting, by the way. They fight it against Atomic, Arthann, Flashtube, and ADW. So yeah, Chroma and Leguit going with acidgurke, Josh, Kirill, and Dave, and Ted apparently into the semi-finals. We got our first group here in the semi-final, by the way, as well. We have Kirill, Chroma, Dave, and Leguit fighting in this very stacked group. Ladies and gentlemen, this will be an insane semi-final, actually, in match 1. We got Ted acidgurke, Ufa, also very close skill-wise to